Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten 774 here, bringing you the next video in our walkthrough for Curse of Blackmoor Manor. Let's see. We are waiting on our food, but let's maybe give Hugh a call. We haven't talked to Hugh yet.
Hugh Penvellyn here.
Hello, Mr. Penvellyn. This is Nancy Drew. I'm the one who's visiting Linda. You know, from the United States, across the pond.
Yes, of course. Are you at Blackmoor?
Yes, I am, and I've talked to Linda.
Good for you, because frankly, that's something I've been quite unable to do lately. These temper tantrums of hers make rational discourse well nigh impossible.
She gets angry for no reason?
Absolutely none. We'll be talking on the phone about the weather or Jane's lessons or something equally innocuous, and suddenly she'll be bellowing at me and slamming the phone down.
Are you sure you didn't inadvertently say something, you know, argumentative?
I promise you, these rages of hers are totally uncalled for and quite unbearable. I love her dearly, but she's making things very difficult.
I met your daughter Jane.
Quite the bundle of energy, isn't she?
I get the feeling that she's a little lonely.
I'm sure she is, what with a private tutor instead of school and Linda being under the weather. And coming back to Blackmoor no doubt reminds her of her real mother. Renee and I were divorced almost 2 years ago. Jane went into a bit of a tailspin for a while, but she's come to adore Linda. She's been calling her Mummy since the day we were married.
I understand that Mrs. Drake is your aunt?
Yes, Aunt Letitia. We're not very close, however. She's always been rather aloof, much more interested in being a Penvellyn than a person, if you know what I mean.
Does Linda get along with her?
As far as I know, yes, although I have caught my aunt eyeing Linda strangely at times. And of course, there's the 6-month habitation clause.
The what?
According to the Penvellyn rules of inheritance, the spouse of Blackmoor Manor's current owner, that would be Linda since I'm the current owner, the spouse of the current owner must reside in the manor for at least 6 months. Should she or he leave the manor before 6 months is up, ownership of 1/2 of the estate immediately passes to the next legal heir.
And that would be Mrs. Drake.
Correct.
Are you aware that those columns in the Great Hall can be opened up?
The columns in the Great Hall open up? Why on earth would they do that?
I'm not sure yet.
And more to the point, what do the columns in the Great Hall have to do with Linda?
I'm not sure about that either.
My mother-in-law's counting on you to find out what's wrong with Linda. I'm counting on you. Linda's counting on you. I do hope you won't allow yourself to get distracted.
It was nice talking to you.
This is an extremely busy time for me, so I apologize in advance if you call and I'm unavailable.
I understand.
Good. Cheerio.
Well, I mean, can he blame us for getting distracted? I mean, look at this place. If you visited a place like this too, you'd get distracted. Oh!
Who is that?
Oh my gosh, that just scared me so bad. I like how she keeps her back to the wall. I would totally do that too.
I wonder if these are what made those red eyes I saw outside the night I arrived.
Oh. Oh, that was scary. Can I pick them up? Do I leave them there? Do they just stay on the floor now? They do! I never noticed that. They just stay on the floor. Oh, okay. I was like, can't we pick them up? They shouldn't stay on the floor. Oh. That's one of the things I love about this game, is that even after playing it so many times, it still scares the bejeebers out of me. Alright, let's see. We needed a crank from Mrs. Drake here. If she's back. There she is.
Yes?
I spoke with Mr. Tucker at the Boar's Head pub, but frankly, I'm not at all sure what he said.
Yes, his language is quite colourful, isn't it? He's Cockney, you see. My brother Alan and I loved to make up Cockney rhymes when we were young. We'd drive our governess quite batty. Haven't got a pot of glue, haven't got a pot of glue. Ha! How we teased her.
Pot of glue?
A clue, dear. Haven't got a clue. Rhymes with glue, you see.
The picture book in Jane's room. Do you know much about its history?
My brother Alan found it somewhere in the house. He was quite fascinated by it, but he'd never let me look at it.
What was your brother Alan like?
He was quite remarkable. He taught linguistics and computer science and won many prestigious awards. He loved games, especially pranks, and was forever tinkering with this and that. I do miss him sometimes, but now he's gone. He died a month after my husband passed away, and ever since I've been here all alone. Until Hugh came back from the United States, that is.
Oh, that'd be so hard to have your husband and your brother pass away within a month of each other. Oh, sad.
This conservatory is very beautiful, but why isn't there any water in the well?
I'm not quite sure. We never really used it, but it was always full of water. That is until my brother died, and then it just dried up. Most of these plants were brought over by my grandfather. He was quite the adventurer. I remember when he brought back Lulu from the Amazon. At first, Mother wouldn't allow us to play with it because it had picked up too many unsuitable words from sailors, but it gradually learned proper manners.
Can you tell me about Lulu?
Lulu is a very old parrot. She must be over 80 years old. Please be very careful with her, especially if you feed her. Parrots have quite delicate constitutions, you know.
I didn't, but that's good to know.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
It was purely your imagination, unless you saw a stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this issue. We have enough to worry about with Linda. And please do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
I managed to get all those seedlings back in the box.
Wonderful. And I managed to find that crank. There you go.
Great, thank you. Goodbye.
Good evening.
I never really thought about...
Hungry? Who's ready for some nummies?
Did you say something, Mrs. Drake?
Not to you, dear.
So, to the plants? I do have a great appreciation for people that have green thumbs because I do not. I can't do it. I don't know. I really don't. I forget about them. I don't water them. It's too hard. But I never really thought about how hard that would be for Mrs. Drake, so that makes me feel a little bit more for her, and just knowing that her husband and her brother passed away so close to one another. I mean, losing either one would be hard, but let's see. So this is the crank that makes, I think, what's her name? Betty? Betty work? Did it work? Oh, here we go. Hey, you! If you saw the little pin that Betty, her name is Betty, yeah? Yeah, that Betty was wearing, it was the ring that Dave gave us in Secret of Shadow Ranch. It was Francis's cousin's ring, Aunt Ellie. It was super confusing, but if you've played that game, you probably know what I mean. Okay, so this is basically like Go Fish. So we flip over all the cards, and these are the cards that we have. And we want to get as many as we can. So like we have 2 Pegasi. We want another one. So we ask Betty if she has any Pegasi. And she does, so she's going to give us one. And we made a match. And the goal is to get as many matches as possible. Let's see if she has Urania. Nope. So she doesn't. So now it switches to her turn. And we picked up a Euterpe. Okay, so now it's our turn. Let's see if she has Polyhymnia. Oh, she does. Sweet. Okay. Oh, she has 2 of them. Well, it's our lucky day. Good, good. How about Erato? Nope. No parrots. We got a Cleo. A scroll. What do you want? Oh, she knew we had that. She must have just drawn it. Well, hopefully that doesn't give her a match. No, we already gave you all the ones we have. Let's try Cleo. Nope. Okay. Now we have a Calliope. Or Calliope. I like Calliope. Dude, you know we don't have any of those. Let's try Euterpe again. No? I'm probably butchering how you say these words. Don't ask about Urania. Aha! Oh, well, you still got something of ours. Drat. Don't ask about Urania. Don't you do it, Betty. Aha! Take that. It's our turn. Give us back our Earths. Our globes. This puppet is also very similar to the one that was in the final scene in the basement of the theater. Let's try Calliope. Oh, I got another parrot. Oh, we don't have any of those. Well, let's... Oh. How does she still get to ask? Didn't she lose her turn? Oh, unless that gave... No? I don't know. Ooh, we're so close. Don't ask about either of those. Okay, no. How is she getting extra turns? Is that fair? I don't know. Aha! Ahaha! Have you gotten any parrots lately? Nope, no parrots. Oh, I know that she has one of those. She's gonna ask about it, though. Oh no, she's looking for Cleo. Oh, she got a match. Oh, it's our turn, though. Haha! Give us your terpsichore. Terpsichore? Terpsichore? I don't know. Oh! Oh wait, that's ours. I got distracted. Okay, how about you Ooh, you do. Do you have more? No? Okay. Do you have any parrots? Still no parrots. Ooh, we have a Cleo. We have a scroll. Aw, man. She got her scroll. Not cool, Betty. Nope, we don't have that. I don't want to guess the wrong one. Shoot, I guessed the wrong one. I bet you she has one of these. Oh, we have this, though. Oh, man. Why you gotta be like that, Betty? Why you gotta be like that? Let's see, what do we have? We have 4, and she has 3. Oh, no! I think she's gonna win. Because then she's gonna ask about the parrots. Yep. Oh, wait, yes? Is she gonna win? Oh, she is gonna win! She'll have 5 matches, and we only have 4. Curse you, Betty!
Sorry, Betty, you lose.
Wait, what? How did Betty lose? Didn't she have... I don't think she lost. Yeah, if she lost, we would have gotten something from her. Okay. That's weird. I guess maybe I will play again, and when I actually win, I'll go back. Because I won't make you watch it again a second time. So I'll play it off camera, but then when I win, I'll go back on camera so you can see what reward we get. Okay, anyway. We'll play that again at the end. This room we haven't explored yet. This is the library. Ooh, somebody's computer is just sitting here wide open. Hello. If you recognize these hallways, this is Wickford Castle from Treasure in the Royal Tower. This is Nigel. We haven't met him yet. Fingertips for typing. That's a game that we'll have to play in a little bit. Notes. The columns in the Great Hall are most curious, each one representing a Greek deity and each one missing some minute detail. Although the columns appear to have been built around the same time, careful examination shows that they have been constructed over a period of several hundred years. The riddles I found in Corbin's secret room in France make reference to the Mercury column and how his key is held in hand. Only by persuading Mercury to face north and lift his eyes to the sky will the wand key be released. I'm sure the mechanism to move this is in the hidden passages Corbin refers to, but how to access these secret passages? Secret passageways? We like that sort of stuff. Mid-1300s, Hendrides, I don't know why I said it that way, Randolph, Odo, and Milo. Randolph the Red led army against French at Poitiers in 1356, credited victory to a stone he possessed but refused to talk about. Like the Sorcerer's Stone from Harry Potter. It's totally that, I'm going with it. They're wizards. King Edward III gave him land on which Blackmoor Manor sits in the area known as Penvellyn. Randolph was disappointed in son Odo, good farmer, bad soldier. Grandson Milo became soldier, awarded more land by Henry V. Rumor of the Penvellyn magic stone persisted. Albert, son of Hugo, Milo's son, studied alchemy, used a dragon to symbolize the Athanor forge that he apparently built, but he didn't say where he built it, and I cannot find it. Need more info. Mid-1500s, Charles Penvellyn, prominent, well-respected judge. Ruth Bossany, mentioned as an employee at Blackmoor, duties oddly unspecified. Jane told me that the tapestry in her room was created by Charles. How interesting that the imagery described in the tapestry is also represented in the tilework around the doorway to her room. The figure of strength holding the wand, charity as an exchange of a coin, the compass as the geometer's tool, a hooded image of Father Time, and Folly as a juggler. James Penvellyn never marries, yet a baby, Eleanor, suddenly appears in his household, sparking rumors that she is a fairy baby, another reason she was later accused of being a witch. See, they are wizards! They do have their Sorcerer's Stone. Hogwarts! Long live Hogwarts. Scrutinize everything James so much as touched and find out where she came from. Eleanor's son Edward is raised by the sister of Le Comte de Roquefort in France. Doubtful that he or his son Corbin ever set foot in Blackmoor. Penvellyn's once again known and respected for being rich and powerful. Philippe's daughter Penelope commissioned artisan Jacques de Vaucasson to create a card-playing automaton named Betty, which still exists in Blackmoor. I've enjoyed several games of cards against Betty. It reminds me of a game I played in States called Go Fish. Yeah, Betty cheats. Brigitte Penvellyn, Penelope's granddaughter, studied astronomy and astrology. Reputedly self-taught since male teachers were apparently intimidated by her intelligence. I would have liked to meet Brigitte. Girl power. Edward Penvellyn traveled extensively in India and the Middle East. Journal indicates he spent little time at Blackmoor with his wife and children. The images on his coat of arms are curious. Each one seems to be showing some sort of direction. John won many plant hybridizing awards, brought Lulu back from the Amazon. His son Malachi raced cars. Malachi is the name of a character we'll encounter soon in Creature of Kapu Cave. Son Alan used Lulu to write his dissertation on linguistics and animal communication. Cool. Very interesting little family history there for us. There we go. Let's see, what else? To Nigel. Nigel, I'm very intrigued by what you've learned so far at Blackmoor. Good work. I can definitely see this as a bestseller if you deliver the goods, or should I say goodies, Ludmilla. I wonder what she speaks of, what goodies. Interesting. So he knows a lot about the Penvellyns. Ooh, that is a creepy face. A lot about the family history. What do we got over here? That looks like Dracula. Just saying. What do we got over here? Some books. More books. Law books. 16th century. Oh my gosh, how cool would it be to have an antique library like this? Old manuscripts, 14th and 15th century. I mean, just to think that people so long ago read those things, that's just so cool. This kind of reminds me of the Maya artifacts from Secret of the Scarlet Hand. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it reminds me of. What else we got? Novels from the 18th century. That would be really interesting to read. Well, and then there's this computer here. Hello, Alan. May I have your password, please? Alan was Jane's grandfather, and if we looked at his family crest, the words written across it were Pergamentum Exit. I wonder if that is his password.
Welcome, my adventurous friend.
Aha.
Don't tell my sister, but there are ghosts in Blackmoor Manor. 13 of them to be exact. The problem is they're very shy, so they only come out when it's very late at night, usually just after midnight, and even then they only show up in quiet places, like the Great Hall, and the hallways and the conservatory. What's worse, they'll only come out for a very short period of time. But if you can find and touch all 13 ghosts in the time you're allotted, come back here, and I'll give you a prize, one which I guarantee you'll enjoy. So who's ready to go on a ghost hunt? Oh dear, my watch tells me that the ghosts are not likely to show up right now. Come back between midnight and 4 a.m. Farewell till then.
Ah, well, we'll have to do that. I'm going to pause this right here, then we'll head back to our room and maybe set the clock for midnight. And I'm going to go play with Betty real quick to make sure I win that game. So I will see you in the next episode, fellow detectives. Thanks for watching.